What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network previewing Week 16 of the Cowboys-Eagles game. All the start sits in this one. This game is a 46-point over-under right now with the Cowboys favored to win by 2, meaning this one could go either way. So I definitely like this game to hit the over. When you put two teams with less than stellar defenses against each other in a must-win situation for both teams, I think that will lead to higher scoring. Dak Prescott isn't carrying an injury designation into this one, even though he's been limited all week. I think he will be fine and should play well, so I do like this one to be a higher scoring affair. So looking at the players I'd start this week, I would start both quarterbacks, Dak and Wentz, starting Ezekiel Elliott and Miles Sanders, and I think Boston Scott makes a decent flex play. Starting Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup and even Greg Ward in this one, and definitely starting Zach Ertz. Trying to pivot off of Jason Witten or Dallas Goedert, and I'm not starting Randall Cobb, Arcega-Whiteside, or either defense in this one. All right, so let's look at the Cowboys. This is a must-win game, and as we already stated, both of these teams have below-average defenses, so I think this smells like a shootout. I think you want to make sure to monitor Dak's injury and keep a backup plan just in case, but going based off the fact that he doesn't have an injury designation going into this game, I think it's pretty safe to say that Dak is going to play this game. I think you can start him comfortably. On the running back side, of course, we're starting Ezekiel Elliott. He's been dominant over the past couple weeks, and you're going to continue rolling with him. There's not really anyone that is starting over Zeke. Wide receiver side, Amari Cooper killed a lot of people last week and knocked him out of the fantasy championships after such a terrible performance, but good news for you guys, the Eagles secondary sucks. I think Cooper continues to contribute. I think he contributes massively in this game. They're going to need to have a decent offensive showing if they want to be able to beat the Eagles in this one, and I think Cooper definitely helps. But I'm also really excited to start Michael Gallup in hopes of a shootout. I think they both end up being really good options for you this week. But I'm not looking to Randall Cobb. He really hasn't shown us much over the past couple weeks, so I'm not banking for a rebound in this one. The Eagles are actually decent against the tight end, even though they're not good against the wide receiver. So I'm not looking for another athletic touchdown from Jason Witten this week. This is going to be a week that's won via Zeke, Cooper, and Gallup, so I'm trying to avoid Jason Witten in this one. And if this game does turn into a shootout, I would not be happy starting either defense, so I'm not recommending that. On the Eagles side, while not the best play, I do think Wentz has a good chance of contributing to the shootout and should be a top 12 quarterback on the week. On the running back side, Sanders broke out all over Washington last week, so there's no way you're putting that genie back in a bottle. If you have Miles Sanders, you're playing him this week, you're playing him with confidence, and I do think that Boston Scott remains a sneaky PPR flex play. He's gotten over 5 targets each of the last 2 weeks. They're using him in that role that they wanted to maintain with Darren Sproles, and I think he's doing a really good job. So if they continue giving him 5 receptions, he's going to give you enough of a floor to warrant a flex play in PPR leagues. On the wide receiver side, Greg Ward is a deep league play who should get the only looks at the wide receiver spot, so he remains an upside play for a flex spot in a deeper league. Definitely not trying to roll him out there if I don't have to, but like I said, deeper leagues, I think Greg Ward ends up being a pretty decent option. No one else in this offense really even exists. Arcega-Whiteside had 0 catches last week. I think he only had 1 the week before, so he just not stepping up right now. Greg Ward is the only guy to consider for the receivers on the Eagles side. And then for the tight ends, of course, you're starting Zach Ertz. He's been dominant over the past couple weeks. He's going to need to be dominant again. Yes, the Cowboys have played good against Ertz in the past, but this is a different Eagles team at this point. They have very few options, and they're going to need all those guys to perform to have a chance at winning this game. So I love Zach Ertz this week. Dallas Goedert has been very disappointing, even in even with all the injuries that the Eagles have sustained, and I just don't want to trust him this week. I mean, if you have 0 other option, of course you're still going to start him, but I think there's probably a better option than trying to trust Dallas Goedert this week. And as I've already stated, I'm not starting either defense in a game that should be a shootout. I think this should be a pretty fun game to watch. Hopefully from a fantasy perspective, it turns out well for you guys. good luck to you this week. Hope you guys, all of you that are in the championship that are listening, I hope you guys win, and we'll continue to give you the best of information that we can to help you guys get those titles this year and in the following years. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you, and we will see you guys in the next video.